All right, we're gonna get B Tom in here, folks. Sorry, I had to restart the stream because of the poor connection quality. Hi, caramba. So we're running with full qualifying here just to get people ingratiated to the track. And I think because the Maestro wanted to do more after all that, he didn't. He didn't make it in the top 16. God damn it, DRS. All right. 9 minutes remaining here in Q2 for a preseason race on the new game. Full qualifying here. Good God. One flew over the cuckoo's nest, and I think that Maestro is one egg short of the omelet. I am T-Bone, and we are getting into this Q2 session now. And from here, I don't know how many guys will get in. I think the top 10 will get in from here. So we're going to watch another one. He has done nothing. What he's done with the Star Cup is nothing short of magnificent. Unbelievable. Not to be too effusive, but this guy has been spectacular with what he's done, man. And it's ironic because for years, all I hear complaints, oh, I can't rely on another one. I can't rely on another one. But you know what? You leave him to fend for himself, and he'll get he'll get it done. And how about that? Putting a show on for the crowds, handing out some souvenirs in the form of debris. And I got to say that Cadillac is looking quite nice. B Tom joining us in the booth here in a moment. Of course, always nice to hear from B Tom, a El Champion, late champion. I can't believe these guys did this to me with the full qualifying. I'm done with this Mickey Mouse ass league. Jesus Christ! Why are we in Spain? The track should have been Fantasyland. B Tom,
Yep.
why are we doing full qualifying? Why? How,
You'll
Sway?
have to
How, Sway?
ask. You'll have to ask the maestro who got himself knocked
That,
out in Q1 that question.
and he got knocked out in Q1 after all that, dude.
Yeah.
After all that, he got knocked out in Q1.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
He played himself.
Yeah, so now he's got to sit here and twiddle his thumbs for the next half an hour. But
Maybe. Listen, B Tom,
yeah,
while you're in the pits here, since I can't explain it, you want to talk about the emphasis on this new game on lifting and coasting and saving the battery and how this game differs from last
yeah,
game strategically?
yeah, for sure. So I mean, can use Mac T as a reference as he's on the lap now, but um, generally speaking, the fastest way is to do some lift and coast, so you recover more battery, which then allows you to deploy more battery. So because of that, you can't drive in a traditional manner, so you have to do some lift and coast. Some places you have to run less or less aggressive ERS mode than you would like to, just so that you have enough energy to deploy in the points where it really matters. So, for example, like the run of turn 1, exit of turn 9, exit of turn 12, out of the final corner, that sort of thing. So, um, yeah, it's going to be an interesting challenge because I think, as you'll see in Q3, some drivers are going to start pushing more, but end up going slower because they end up using a bit more battery by doing so.
In your estimation, will this new strategy will it decrease the skill gap or will it widen it?
Um, I
As we
think
watch MacT.
when people get on top of the management, it'll probably be a bit smaller. But I think, like in general, like just being smart about where you use the battery and how you use it will be more important because it'll be tempting to try and
Yeah.
deploy a bit more than you probably should to get an overtake done now and then suffer later. So
You know, just from watching a couple races, I can't help but think the racing's a little unnatural the way it's working here. Kind of guys got guys bunched up in weird places.
yeah, yeah, it is. It is very frustrating at times, especially like if you're deploying battery and then someone else using them so fast it just leads to a crash. But
Yep. Yeah, that's what I
So
mean.
yeah,
Like everyone will just slow down so much in the corners, you know. Then I like to
yeah,
leave the
it's
overtake on when I'm cornering, so like it always messes me up, you know.
yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where like as time goes on and people learn how to actually manage it properly, it'll get better. But
Yeah.
for now, it's gonna be chaos, especially around tracks where saving a lot of energy is more important than actually being super fast through the corners. So,
All right. Well,
for
folks,
example,
if
Monza is probably gonna be like that, and like the opposite extreme is probably like Monaco, where you'll never really run out of battery as long as you're not
yeah,
retarded. So,
yeah. Well, I might be in trouble then. There you go, heading into the pits. If you just tuned in, folks, thank you. I had to restart the stream. Um, I am joined by B Tom in the booth here for Q2 of this Mushroom Cup preseason exhibition. I say exhibition because I'm not sure this is what the grid will even look like, but we're just going to have some fun with it right now. Watching Ezo on his hot lap, B Tom on his out lap. We'll go in there with him in a minute, but we're going to watch Ezo for now. B Tom, you've done a couple races already on this game. In Greg's league, I believe. How did it fare? Like, was it a messy race? Was it a good race? Or
it was messy at points,
yeah,
but I mean, for the most part, it's been fairly clean, all things considered. So,
beautiful. We're gonna watch Ezo finish his lap here. B Tom's just starting his lap here, as if he goes radio silent. That's why. Tune in with him in a second. Ezo currently P8, looking to upgrade you like a Beyonce song. Ezo going into P2, Bobby in P1, and we're gonna tune in here with B Tom. As you could hear him clicking too, folks. This is the interaction you get here on T-Bone TV. You can't get this anywhere right now. Thank you to our Patreon subscribers. This is your exclusive look.
yo, Bone, you still there?
B Tom putting in a lap right there, man. Tell me about that lap. What went right? What could you have improved on? I guess he's already into his post lap push up set. Bobby and P2 pushing hard. Can Bobby top B Tom right there? We got the top 10 will advance, I presume, here. Spenny's on that hot seat. Good lap there, B Tom.
Thank you, thank you. It is tricky though.
Where do you
Because
put
I
that
mean,
lap in terms
obviously, like
of,
you try and find more time.
where do you put that
Yeah,
lap in
but I
terms
mean, it
of
wasn't
like,
particularly good.
how would you rate?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been using the same set since Q1, but yeah, there's more time in turn one, turn four, turn five, turn 10. So I mean, yeah, there's quite a few places I could find some time, but again, it's the most important thing is just making sure you're using the battery correctly, because I could find time in all those places and still end up going slower if I don't use it as well. So
Hell yeah. Sorry, man. I was just putting some laundry away.
you're good.
If I must be. Yo, because, like, you can't just let it sit in the dryer forever. It'll get wrinkly as shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta take care of that shit. Same way when you make a smoothie, you gotta clean the blender before you enjoy your smoothie. You gotta at least rinse it.
Right. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Q3 looks like, because I reckon quite a few people will improve a lot. There's not really any need for a lot of the guys in like the top 8 to really push, so that'll probably change in the
For
next
sure.
3 or 4 minutes.
It's top 10 advancing here, correct?
Yeah.
So I believe we're set here. I believe we're set in stone, like that Rick Ross album that might never come out. So
So, um, I mean, I made a prediction that we might see a 12 somewhere, maybe, but I can't really say for sure because I did a few laps, but that was just me running in hot lap, not actually doing like the whole lift and coasting and actually managing the batteries. So, but just doing that, I was in the 13s, but um,
so a
I'm using
couple
the battery
major
basically at
revelations here.
least like half a second faster.
Couple major revelations here. Some guys in pace, and the main one is that T-Bone does his own laundry.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I do think like you'll sort of see like sector times all over the place. So for example, if you compare myself and Bobby, he gains about 3/10 in the first sector. We set more or less the same sector 2 split, and then I gain about 2/10 in the final sector. So most of that would just be down to how we're using the battery.
All right, man. So our top 10. Yeah.
Cutting a little bit.
Okay, bro. Have a good race, man.
Yes, sir.
Of course, that was B Tom, folks. B Tom, B Tom, B Tom, the legend. See if we can get a word with the DRS maestro. I'm sure he is not too pleased right now. And we'll be back in about 30 seconds, folks, here for Q3. I don't know why we did full quali. It wasn't up to me. Don't blame me. But you know what? The guys wanted to do it. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. If they find it fun, it's fun. It's going to keep it on Ezo or Sour right here. 10 minutes remaining in Q3. All right, we're back here. Again, thank you guys. Can't thank everyone enough for supporting the league over the years. In no matter what capacity, man. Even if you're just talking crap, putting the word out there helps us. Sawa on his hot lap here. Iceman turn. What else? One of the most consistent drivers we've ever seen. How about Froggy Boggy there with a 114? There's a Dairy Goat, Goatly with two committed here with Sawa, even though there are two cars ahead of him. Beaton putting in a 113.3 and Ezzo with 113.7. Here's Sawa finishing up this lap right here. And this race is going to be a barn burner, folks. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And Sawa going into P4 right there. You know, say what you want about Bobby, man. This guy, I call him Evil Mango. For sure. He's like Mango with a bruise. But this guy, man, he's got some real good pace under that helmet. I don't know what else is under that helmet, but god damn it, man. This guy can fly, and when he chooses not to act like a knucklehead, he's one of the best. Going in P2 right there. Let's have a look at what Mr. Mac T can do, finishing this lap. Mac T. Mac T. So fast, he left I took your dog's voice raspy. And he goes a P8 right there. Here's Vettel fan on his lap. We're going to watch this now. For the young LSR driver. Great to have him in our league system as well. I believe we met somewhat recently. Sorry, I'm just pouring a protein shake into this frosty cup. Yep, shout out Greg, Chenzo, all the admin team. Jordan too wavy, man. That guy was a straw that stirred the drink. For a long time, Greg ran the league, Jordan ran the league. You know, it's gotta have some help. I'll always be there in the background getting cars on the grid, but I ain't really a racing guy, if you didn't notice. I'd rather just do the social shit, meet people, maybe commentate, push the league a little bit, have some fun. Even though this is my track, if I was racing, I'd be in this top 10. I promise you I'd be in this top 10 right now. Probably instead of Justin Schrei. No, I'm kidding, Schrei. I'm kidding, Schrei. Schrei, I'm kidding, man. I heard him exhale from fucking Virginia. So, Vettel fan. Running out of fuel there, so we're not going to watch that much more. Mac T. See who's good. See who we can catch on a hot lap. Justin Schrei on his hot lap here. Former Mushroom Cup champion Justin Schrei, all the way from the shores of Virginia. Virginia is for lovers, for sure. But when I went, they gave me a shirt that said Virginia is for virgins. I don't know why. That's just rude. Anyways. Schrei putting in a P6 right there. See if we can catch someone else on a hot lap. All these guys backing into the pits right there. Justin Schrei, I saw that, please. Please stay on the track. Set a good example for Deathwing's kids who are watching. Of course, Leader Leebag, a fucking legend in our league. See if he's got a word to say. DRS Maestro didn't even want to come in the booth because he knew I was going to maybe not be so nice. Nah. I'm a big fan of everyone, man. You haven't. It's like a rite of passage. You have to have a beef with T-Bone. Yeah, that's how you like earn your wings. You have to beef T-Bone once. Looking on here with Schrei. We got B-Tom on an O-lap. It's always fun watching this guy drive. 5 minutes remaining in Q3, then we're going to head into this race right now. Unbelievable. Congrats to Lewis Hamilton on the win yesterday. World Cup in Toronto, where I reside. And we're going to have a barn burner tonight, folks. 4 minutes remaining. B Tom on his hot lap. The king of kings, cream of the crop. Call him whatever you want. Oh, that's not going to be too good right there. The Wolf of Monaco. He's going to have to chill now and burn a whole lap. B-Tom, you got to break a little earlier there. Remember what we talked about, man? So we're going to go off that. Ezzo putting in a P3 right there. Very formidable lap. Spenny's Pub Hub. Man, in my opinion, this guy in past games has been right there with Greg and Chenzo. With him, it's just his level of interest, passion. Does he like the game or not? He doesn't have an ego in the sense that he needs to be the best. If he doesn't like the game, he simply won't play it unless his friends are. So it's fantastic to see him kind of getting back into it. And I do notice he's had an uptick in interest in racing. So the Canadian Spenny's Pub Hub right there with a P5, a 113.9. We'll take it. We got Ezzo in P3 right here. He's invalidated that lap. Oh. I said I wasn't going to buy this game, but they got me hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. We got the Dairy Goat, Goat Lee. You might remember him from past episodes of Netherlands Grand Prix when he was upside down on his head after crashing with Tom 1998. Goat Lee, a.k.a. the Dairy Goat, coming from Michigan. He's a man, no Michelin. Let's go. Dairy Goat. Fun fact, the Michelin star is given out to restaurants. It is the same Michelin as a tire man. They just did it as there used to be a road map. You'd follow it, and there'd be a way to sell you tires. Goalie invalidating, though. That's not going to be too good. That's not going to be good for business. Vettel fan getting into a lap soon. Sawa on his lap, and it's never fun when you see a car in front of you heading on that lap. Even the visual distraction. Wondering, does he see me? Does he know I'm there? Let's see what Sawa can do here. We got B-Tom, we got Mac T, we got Ezzo, we got Bobby Lyons, and Spenny. And Sawa putting in a P5 right there. Mac T. Getting ready to proceed on his hot lap. This flight's about to take off right here. The king of the triple quad overtake Mac T, the most exciting driver on the planet, folks. I took your dogs. Has a Mac T poster above his bed. He's going to start this. We're just going to leave it right here. Mac T. Nothing to say about it. Mac T will knock Bobby off that front row. Nothing like a B-Tom Mac T battle. Two great competitors. Super competitive individuals, by the way, folks. Super competitive individuals. I would go visit Mac T, but Mac T, I can't go back to Vegas. I start missing Virgil. Anyone else to hear? Nope. We're gonna set the grid the way it is, folks. What you see is what you get. B-Tom on the pole for the Mushroom Cup first ever race here on F125 DLC. We got Mac T in P2, Bobby in P3, Ezzo, Sawa, Froggy, Dairy Goat, Justin Strive, Vettel, and Spenny's Pub Hub, our top 10. We're going to get into this one, folks. Going right into the race, no formation lap. Getting into a raw right here, Mushroom Cup Monday night, baby. And looking at the start of this pack, I already have chaos. I already have chaos. Someone's dead back there. 3 cars. Ezzo's out. We got a safety car. Or at least, we got a safety car on track. Ezzo and Bobby. And Sawa. 3 of the front runners had misfortune fall upon them right there. And Ezzo eliminated from the race. He is not going to be happy. Oh my God. And I can't help but wonder, was Mr. Bobby involved? So we made it a couple feet before the debut of the safety car. I'm at a loss for words, folks. Mac T did get the move done on B-Tom. And something happened back there with Bobby, Sawa, Ezzo. I'm just trying to figure out what did. Some of these guys pitting. Sorry about that, folks. Just getting over a little cough. Um, so Mac T B Tom Froggy Boggy's been so impressive, man. So impressive this whole session. This guy's coming to the new game with a vengeance. Back there, Justin Schrei making an unnatural move. How about full air in P5? Full air, folks. In the race here in P5. Safety car out, lap 2 of 33. I am T-Bone. Had the full qualifying. Ezzo out early there. Got to see what happened. And the safety car doing his thing right now. Oh no. So unfortunate there. Sorry, Ezzo, man. I hate to see that. One of my favorite drivers. Sawa, Bobby, and Ezzo involved in a horrible collision to start. Three drivers, well, two of the three you don't expect to see involved in accidents like that. Uh, and man, oh man. I think Sawa, yeah, it just seems like it was kind of a natural collision based off the discourse in the Discord. But of course, this is above my pay grade. I'll just send the video to Greg Jennings. That motherfucker's paid. Motherfucker's paid. He's paid in full. We're starting back here. How about full air in P5, folks? Unbelievable. Hopefully Greg doesn't see that. And they're back racing now. Full air, man. Look, I might probably the only person in the world who's a quote-unquote full air supporter, much to the chagrin of all the admins around me. No one is pretty much just flat out. But, you know, I do think I've seen him race enough, man. He's not a bad driver. He's not a bad driver. There's worse drivers, man. And he's out with something to prove here, you know? I told him this is his last chance. These guys all have 9 lives, but, you know, it's so hard to say goodbye, you know? Oh, he makes it a little easier. Watching full air here behind Justin Schrei. Yeah, but full air, something to prove. As we mentioned, Mac T got that move done on B-Tom early on in the race. And full air right on the back of Justin Schrei, nipping at his heels. Further back, we got Vettel fan and Kendricks. Me and Kendricks back by popular demand. Great racing there by those two. Longtime rivals from the LSR League. B-Tom putting the fastest lap of the race, lap 4 of 33. I am T-Bone here, first Mushroom Cup event, an exhibition event. And it is great to see the turnout here, 22 strong. Unfortunately, 3 of the best drivers suffering a setback early in the race. Shout out Jordan 2 Wavy, who's unable to make it because he's at a movie or something. But see further down the grid here, we got Clip Menzo of Star Cup fame. Bobby making his way back through the field, putting on those hard tires. Definitely something to watch. Let's have a look at the U-Haul movers of the race. We got full air up 6. DRS Maestro up 7. Great to see. He's a host of the lobby. He made it full qualifying. Maybe to punish me. I don't know. And great, he didn't even make it to Q2, which is even funnier. But he played himself. But yeah, up 7 spots. Great to see. We got Trippy up 6 and Dastardly Daddy up 6. But full air and Justin Schrei here. Good performances. Shout out Schrei, former Mushroom Cup champion, as we mentioned. But I gotta say, man, Froggy Boggy's the most impressive driver I've seen so far. He's really caught me off guard. He's always a steady driver, but he is really cooking this game, man. He caught my attention right in Q1 with the times he put in. Yeah. Mac T and B Tom, though, man, this is a box office battle. We all love watching this. Lots of respect between these two drivers. And B Tom getting through Mac T right there. Very clean move. Nicely done there by B Tom. Definitely in a hurry to get home to Kim Kardashian. Mac T still there in P2. We got Froggy. My God, Froggy Boggy. And full air, by the way, did guarantee a top 3 this race. So we'll see how that pans out. Let's go check the tire situation out again. Lap 6 of 33, I am T-Bone. As we mentioned, we lost Ezo in the very first lap before they even got to turn 1. Ezo, Sawa, and Bobby all involved in collisions. And Ezo, one of the best drivers in the community, a guy who could have won this race. So, very frustrating for him, for sure. And definitely a tape that will be looked at by the watchful eye of Greg. And of course. Here it is, though. Full air and dare and goalie. These guys actually, no love lost between these two. That's for damn sure. And good to see some clean racing between the two. I think full air's soft tires are starting to fall off a little bit here. But respect to both those guys for keeping it professional, as we always do here in the Mushroom Cup. Froggy Boggy in that top 3. My goodness. Youngest driver to ever win a Mushroom Cup race. A DRS Maestro now overtaken by Bobby. Bobby on those hard tires is going to be making moves. Definitely someone to watch out for here. And just unrelenting Bobby. Oh. Bobby and Vettel fan here. Vettel fan, a solid driver. And he's just going to back off there. Sometimes it's just not worth it. You know he's going to kill himself eventually anyways. So, Bobby in P10 now. His next target will be Clip Menzo. And how about Vettel fan coming right back at Bobby? Oh my God! The Maestro! The BBL Maestro! Holy shit! Jesus Christ. That bubble's so big they could put NBA players in there. The DRS Maestro. What a move. Unbelievable. Maestro is always on the highlight reel, but usually for other reasons. That time it was for his racecraft. And now here we go, though. Bobby coming back at the Maestro. This is some classy racing here by 3 of the best drivers in the history of the internet. Vettel fan kind of just chilling back there, and now it's just Bobby and that Maestro. Holy shit. Of course, look at the battery on Bobby 0. The Maestro's better at saving that battery. I could assume Bobby wouldn't have been good at a good battery saver. Froggy Boggy, man. Still hanging with the big dogs. Greg Jennings, are you seeing this? Greg Jennings seeing this? Or is he watching the NASCAR breakdown from yesterday? Who knows? Or he's watching some sci-fi shit about people stranded on an island or some shit. Some Greg Jennings shit. Or he's playing Elder Scrolls. Oh my God. Just kidding, Greg. Ah. So very impressive what we're seeing from Froggy. And in the background, Justin Schrei right there as well, man. We got a good race on our hands. Lap 9 of 33. Full air, and there he goes. My goodness. You know, we got to give it to Full Air, man. This guy can actually drive. That's what I've been telling people. I think his couple mistakes have been amplified because of his dickheadedness. Is that a word? In general, yeah. He doesn't ingratiate himself to people very well. He makes no apologies, you know. But hopefully he can get his road to redemption. If Bobby got a road to redemption, why can't Full Air? Come on, Greg. Can he stay? Can Full Air stay? Froggy Boggy has passed Mac T up further ahead, though. Oh my goodness. Froggy Boggy making that metaphorical leap. No pun intended. DRS Maestro and Clip Menzo, longtime rivals from the Star Cup. Clip Menzo is a guy who started in the Star Cup, and he's gotten better and better. Looking at the Mushroom Cup, perhaps. Moving on up, like the Jeffersons. Another one. How about his performance here in P7? This guy's got a ton of talent. Consummate professional, we know that. With him, just like Spenny, it's about their interest. And those two attached at the hip here, just like they are in the everything else they do. Great friends. Love to see it. Love to see it. Friendships developed over the game, of course. It's always nice to see that. Or Rain racing with the ghost of Dastardly Daddy's past, or they're both ghosted. And Sawa, man, after that collision with Ezo and Bobby before turn one, I'm very curious to see all the angles of that collision. Even though it is preseason, it's kind of important, kind of pertinent. You know, usually when Ezo, Sawa, and Bobby are involved in an accident, like most people are going to point the finger at one guy, Sawa. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Mac T pitting, Full Air pitting, DRS pitting. Sawa did put those hard tires on, so he has that going for him. He's not going to send it up the inside there on Menzo and Vettel fan, but he's Froggy. No, we got to get Froggy back in. Shit. I'll invite him. He's having a dream race. Sorry, folks, we got to do this, so. Don't do this internet connection crap game. This is a worse game for that. What's his name on? It's not even Froggy. It's like Webb or Wed. There it is. Come back in here, Froggy. And fortunately, the damage might be done. So we're a third of the way through this race now. The Cataluna wine mixer. Bobby all the way up to P7 now after qualifying P3. Man, oh man, you feel for Ezo. I'm not sure I've ever seen Ezo DNF from a race. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. I don't know if I've ever seen him DNF. Greg Jennings, you got the history books. Has Ezo DNF ever from a race? I don't know. Guys, don't forget, man. Go support Greg's League ROI on Thursday nights. I want to say it's more of a tier 1, but I think at this point in the game, I'm pretty sure he'll accept most drivers as long as you're clean and cool. You just might not be prioritized if someone faster comes along. And of course, IFM on Saturday afternoon. They'll take anything that moves. Swear to God. Eastern time. You got to contact BXT for that one. You guys know BXT, man. He's the best. Absolutely incredible. Does a lot for everyone. Bobby right on the back of another one. Do you know it'd be funny if Bobby and Full Air took each other out? Call that the Greg Jennings special. Every time I say Greg Jennings, you guys have to take a drink. Okay? Someone just got alcohol poisoning. So hopefully Froggy's back in that car. Froggy's still not back in that car, man. Okay, he's back now. That was devastating, but luckily he's only 1.3 behind, but he's going to lose time to Mac T, who did make that pit stop. He's got some open track ahead of him. Great strategy there by the McLaren team to put Mac T out with open track ahead of him. Lots of real estate. And the next car is Kendricks, of course, former Star Cup champion, an absolute legend, most improved driver on the last game. LSR G2 champion. This guy just gets better and better, man. He ages like wine. Some of us age like milk. Spenny in another one. See if these guys will give us anything here in terms of battles, but of course they're in a chat together, they're friends, they're going to be smart, and they want to celebrate together at the end. Oh, he left again, Froggy. No. Gotta invite him. Ugh. This fucking game. Communicating with online servers. Absolutely heartbreaking, but I gotta say, man, it's not always about the result. I've seen the skill that Froggy has in this game. I'm sure Greg has too. Maybe Greg already knows about it. I don't know how he did in the ROI, but man, we got Spenny heading into the pits here. Whoa, that was aggressive the way he went in. Is that not speeding? Damn, well done there on the entry by Spenny's Pub Hub. Probably the closest player to me in proximity. Probably a 40-minute drive from me. But this crazy motherfucker still takes me out every time he sees me on the track. Oh, sucks for Froggy, man. Wanted to see what he could have done. B-Tom still yet to pit. Slotting a one-stopper here. Holy crap. Shout out to Deathwing, man. I know it's not the race you're looking for, but shout out to you. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to Deathwing, man, and his whole family watching the race right now. Maybe not the whole family, his kids. So shout out to those guys, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in, watching our race instead of playing on your iPad or watching Paw Patrol, whatever kids do. I don't know how young the either way, man. Anytime you guys got a birthday, we'll shout it out. If you got a girlfriend, we'll shout her out. If you got, anything, man. Any special messages, we'll shout out. And you could go to school and play this stream for the class in front of the teachers tomorrow. All right? Just make sure you edit out all the cocaine, hooker, and gambling jokes. Oh, God, we just lost a viewer. Wonder who that was. Definitely mom turned it off. Okay, so we got B-Tom, Justin Schrei. We got Dairy Goat, Goat Lee, man. Say what you want about Goat Lee, man. He's one of the craziest motherfuckers I've ever met on this game, and that's coming from me. That's saying a lot. When I say crazy, it's not in like the me or Bobby type of way. First of all, he's a guy who could win any race he enters, which is fucking absurd. Like, you can't say that about many people. But he's just as likely to have stupid shit happen to him. In the chat, he says like the most outlandish, ridiculous shit. This guy's truly on another planet. He's in Michigan. So, but all that being said, he's one of my favorite people to have in races and in the community because he brings that element of entertainment, man. You don't want like 22 boring dudes, racing nerds. You don't like. Do you really want like a PSGL or community like that? It's like we want like real people and chillers. We want people like Hugh, Mike, Rostachich, DRS Maestro, Kevwood, Leader, Leebag, for unless you're good enough to like get paid doing this and make a living off it. But from what I understand, there's only like how many people in this world get paid, make a good living off playing this game? Maybe that fat dude who killed a bunch of people. What's his name? Longheart? Wrongheart? Otis Lawrence left me on red. But the fact that he opened it should tell you something. So, B-Tom, Justin Schrei, Dairy Goat, our top three. And we're just watching Kendricks right here. And man, oh man, Froggy Boggy still not in the car. This is heartbreaking. This guy had a chance to win today. And the connection issues started to take its toll. You got to close xhamster.com before you race. He's not even online now. That is absolutely horrible. We got Justin Schrei pitting, Vettel fan pitting, B-Tom still yet to pit. The tire masseuse is in the building, man. Making those rubbers last. Holy shit. Also, Goatley. Sauer may benefit now, up to P3. Definitely took advantage of the situation he was put in, as Chenzo would say, making chicken salad out of chicken shit. But I said it first. I said it first. Now we got full air. Kendrick still yet to pit. Full air on those medium tires, 6 laps old. I gotta say, man, very impressed with full air. Never been a bad driver. He just anything bad he does on purpose because he can't help himself, you know. And I know he said some stupid. That's a good one. So Dairy Goat making that pit stop. B Tom's still going. At this point, he's just trying to show off, but I think it's costing him time, man, because Mac T is making moves. He's at open track. Mac T driving like he's in the desert right now. 15 laps remaining. I've had to do full qualifying. Damn, these guys put me to work here in the preseason, man. Solo, too. Solo dolo. Having to do a whole stream. I'm not saying I'm actually good at it or anything. I don't even know what. Oh, the DRS Maestro, man. He's got his own league as well, which I am not welcoming. He's got his own server as well, which I'm not welcoming. He's got a PlayStation chat, which I'm not welcoming. And he's got a beautiful home in Charlotte, North Carolina, which I'm not welcoming. Here he is in P9. Right in front of him, though, Goatley on those fresh mediums, coconut head, speeding in the pit lane, likely going to retire there. Leader Liebag has retired. I'm going to invite him to the booth because Leader is actually my co-commentator. One of his unofficial titles. He wears many hats. He's league photographer, music curator, sound effects, and he's a pyro guy as well. Although he doesn't mean to shoot the pyro, he said he was just trying to blow up one of his enemies last time. Leader Liebag, I was going through a tough time. Then he sent me a message. He's like, I forget what he even said. It was just a video of him holding a flamethrower in his backyard, and he was using it. This guy's down all the time. Low Dairy Goat, man. Going off the track right there. I feel so bad for Froggy Boggy, man. This guy had a top 3 in a I must say, a pretty competitive field, man. Pretty competitive field. Just heartbreaking to see, but I think everyone here will gain respect for what they just saw. Hopefully Greg saw that and gives him a seat in his league, which I think he's in. Shout out TTV Kaname as well. Justin Schry, Cam Rudy. So many people, man, just involved to help out. So it's important to acknowledge them. Definitely a lot of people helping behind the scenes, man. I've been away. I just hop in to do commentary here and there. Even Greg and Chenzo, man, they run in their own league, but they still take time to do all the reports. Ask, although I'm sure part of Greg, knowing Greg, I think he thinks it's entertaining. Oh my God. Shry and Goalie, man, definitely no love lost between these two either. Longtime rivals. Absolutely. Justin Shry. One of the most competitive drivers I know. Super talented. But you could say he's quite passionate, and you can get under his skin for sure. He's not happy with his situation right now, being stuck behind full air on those fresh, hard tires. Justin Shry sandwiched between two of his rivals. And the DRS Maestro benefiting from this too here. Full Air really starting to fall off here. But Full Air has every right to do what he's doing. It's racing. If you're faster than me, pass me. As long as he leaves a space, that's just good racing. Full Air is a good racer, man. Anytime he's done bad shit, it was on purpose. And he knows. He knows, like, he's so lucky he's even in this race. If it wasn't Maestro hosting, bro, if it was like Jordan or anyone else, bro. So he's already, like, so lucky that he's in this race, man. Like, I really think if he does some dumb shit here, he'll never get in a race again. At least not till F1 2031. when 2K takes over. Well done by Full Air, man. He battled hard, did what he could, and ultimately had to yield to those guys on faster tires and faster brains. B-Tom, 20 laps on these tires still. Holy shit. And he's going for another one. Another one. Oh my goodness. His name should be another one. I've never seen anything like this, folks. He's going medium soft. This guy's a sick fuck, man. He's actually a sick fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. B-Tom's a fascinating human being, I'll say that much. Probably known this guy like 6 or 7 years now. He's one of the most like disciplined, focused people I've ever met in my whole life. Ever. Like anything this guy does, he's trying to be the best at it. Like, and he's locked and dialed, man. It's fucking insane. Very fascinating human being. It's my goal to get the guy drunk once. Full Air. There in P6. Justin Stry. Horrible for Ezzo, man. I gotta say, just shout out to Ezzo. If you don't know, man, he's definitely a top 5 driver in our community. Him and Sawa and Bobby there. It's horrible to see. Even Sawa, man, he's fought his way back, but he's definitely hindered by that. And just awful, because I know Ezzo really enjoys the game. He's good at it. Put some time in on it, you know. He talks about it with the other fast guys. You know, I'm sure he looks forward to these races, and to have it end like that's demoralizing. It's shit, but at the same time, it's part of racing, right? Like, I'm sure we've all had those races where we had a quick exit lap 1. Just gotta, I guess, just somehow get over it, breathe, you know. This race is just a preseason race, but even if it was a season race, it doesn't really matter. We're just playing for fun, end of the day. And I believe Ezzo will be in the title picture for this league and ROI and any other league he races in. 10 laps remaining here. Kendricks. How about this? Great strategy from Kendricks now. Making his way up to P9. This is quite a competitive grid, so a top 10 for Kendricks. Definitely a showing. Could invite I Took Your Dogs in here, but last time he was on the stream, he got arrested while on stream. If I want that again, because I had to take the video down, you know. Like, I don't want to fucking be a part of that. B-Taw made that pit stop, and he's on the soft. This guy went medium soft. And he pit and came out in first. What a freak, man. What a freak. What a freak. You know this guy must have been practicing for this shit. I told you, B-Tom, no practicing. That is fucking freakish, man. He took the mediums 23 laps, 22 laps. Put the softs on it. He still came out in P1. Dude, Mac T's no fucking slouch. Mac T's cooked here. There's no chance 13 lap hards. What the fuck? I think that strategy was ridiculous. Holy shit. That's what I'm saying, folks. To beat this guy, it's not beating him on track. You got to beat him between the ears, if you know what I mean. You gotta beat him with the mental game. He's so cerebral. How are you supposed to fucking... The way he managed the tires, too. Good lord. I'm in shock right now, man. I thought for sure he would be behind when he came out, at least, but now he's just gone. He's going to be putting in fastest lap after fastest lap, shitting on the field, dunking on the field, and tearing the backboard down. Unbelievable. Somebody stop this man. 1:14.2, fastest lap. Oh my God. Let's have a look just at his battery there, folks. Might as well watch him do another lap. Although he's not going to be pushing the same way in terms of battery. See what kind of lap he can put in, though. I wouldn't be shocked if he still beat his lap somehow. Medium to soft. What a freak. Back T, not the best strategy, man, because he's going to have Goatley perhaps approaching him, and Justin Schrei and Goatley, two longtime rivals. It's definitely going to be fun watching this heading down the stretch. Where's Full Air? Full Air on those fresh medium tires, something to watch for too, for sure. I told him if he gets a top 3, he can have a spot in Greg's league. Just hope he doesn't get it. Back to B-Tom here. I'll be back in a moment, folks. Unbelievable. I'm in shock right here at what we just saw B-Tom do. 22 laps on the mediums, puts on the softs, and first the whole race, basically. See if we got any battles further back. Justin trying to get closer to Goat Lee. His name is Dairy Goat now, which is quite funny. Let's try. You know that's going to be a bar fight if they get there. And how about Sawa on those mediums after that horrid start, the collision that kind of defined this race, losing Ezo right away, took Bobby. Where the hell is Bobby? Back in P13. And Sawa has done incredible to put himself in this position again. Absolutely incredible drive. I mean, if B-Tom didn't do what he did, Sawa's got to be a candidate for driver of the day. It's what he's been able to accomplish here with potential to get to the top 3. After being just about dead last after the safety car. Quickly, I'm just going to see if there's someone here who wants to give some input. See if Ezo wants to say a word or two, you know? Might not want to talk, he might just want to chill. So either way, give him the opportunity. 5 laps remaining. B-Tom just expanding that gap. Let's have a look at the big winners and losers today, folks. I feel like I've been doing this for 3 hours tonight, but I'm loving it. It's great to spend time with the boys. Another one. What a race from him, up 6 positions here. Another candidate for driver of the day. He's just done nothing wrong all race, in my opinion. Great to see him super competitive again. After the last game, another one dropped an album the last game called The Fall Off. So, Vettel fan, just as you've seen all race, man, this guy's a freaking consistent professional driver as well. I don't know if he's in Greg's league, but definitely should be, man. Definitely should be. Full Air, you got to give him his due, man. He's drove a clean race. He's been in situations where he could have been dirty, could have been a dickhead, could have been nefarious, could have been malicious, could have acted out, but he didn't. Kept his cool. He knows this race could be his last chance. And I can only do so much, you know. I try to sneak him in the side door all the time after the guys kick him, but after a while, if I keep doing it, eventually they're going to threaten to quit. And look at this battle. Look at this battle. Bobby, Kendricks. Spenny and Bobby, of course, in the past have had run-ins. Spenny's got a penalty too, so he's not going to be that forgiving here. Very frustrating for Bobby to be stuck behind Spenny, someone who, of course, as we just said, no love lost there, not on his Christmas list. And look at this here. Justin Schrei has been overtaken by Sawa and Goatley. Holy shit. So Sawa now potentially with a chance, just maybe, to get a top two. That's either way, what he's done has kind of been a driver of the day situation for me. Incredible. We're going to have to look back at that collision at the start of the race because it definitely shaped how things were going to pan out. Bobby here, right behind Spenny still. Bobby qualified, of course, P3, then that three-way collision. Sawa and Spenny's Spenny's being difficult here. Spenny's not going to show Bobby the room that he wanted, but eventually Bobby will get through. So another one in P5. 15 lap hard tires. He did a great job on that strategy today. The kid from Philly. The kid from Philly used to dream at times like this to shine like this. Cadillac so big it can't fit in the parking spot. Love to see it, man. How many spots up is he now? 7. Count them, 7. The DRS Maestro up 8 spots. You gotta love it too, man. Lobby host, he made it full quali. Then he didn't make it to Q2. Oh, he couldn't write that shit, but he is a fan favorite. A very diligent person, hard worker, entrepreneur. This guy stays ready. He's always practicing. You know what they say. The greatest soldiers the greatest soldiers prepare for war in times of peace. And that Maestro is always on the track. He's practicing. Not what Mac T wanted here, man. Not at all. So I guess he just didn't get the strategy. Or maybe something else happened, but definitely not what we would have expected there. Not quite sure. Talk to Mac T after the race and figure that one out. 2 laps remaining. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in. Sawa's retired. What? What? Oh no! Another one's tire popped. Another one's tire popped. Another one's tire popped. He's out. Did that happen? So what happened to Sawa though? No way. But what happened to Sawa? Another one's tire popped. Oh my God, folks. No, no. How did B-Tom take it so far? The fuck? I want to know what happened to Sawa though, because how did his tire couldn't have popped at 8 laps? Maybe something happened with the dairy goat. I don't know. We're going to talk to Sawa. That is just crazy, folks. That is just crazy. Full air now in P6. Oh, man. We caught another one's tire popping, too, right on the stream. Hey, he was having such a good race. Sorry to burst your bubble. Sorry, that was rough. That was bad. Sawa and another one were like my 2 picks for driver of the day, too. Well, I guess my new pick. Let's see here. DRS Maestro up 10 spots, man. Gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. Of course, laughing gleefully as he passes the carcass of those 2 cars. And I really want to know what happened to Sawa. Gonna invite him here. But I don't want to do it because there's some good racing here. Bobby and the Maestro. Bobby and the Maestro. Bobby getting through the Maestro there. Bobby now coming up to full air. This is a matchup we all wanted to see right here. Let me just quickly invite Sawa into the voice party. I want to know what happened there. And another one. That is heartbreaking for both those guys. See if Bobby can catch full air, that's box office. The DRS Maestro hanging around behind Bobby. Oh, brother, that was heartbreaking. I had you as like my driver of the day.
What's up, Rudy?
Bro, that was heartbreaking, man. I had you as like my driver of the day. That's crazy.
Yeah, just couldn't get them those extra 2 laps. It's
Oh,
all right.
bro, yo, you're kind of like back this
It was
game.
good collecting data.
Bro, you're kind of like back. That's what I was saying. Like you're kind of like back to like how you were like 2 years ago when I met you. You know?
I definitely enjoy
Yo,
these
yo,
regs.
bro, you look like the another one of like old. Oh,
Yeah,
DRS
it's fun out
Maestro
here.
pins it into
Hold
the
on, let me get this
wall.
rough.
Oh no! Wow, we caught that on stream. He was my every guy I give driver of the day to at Jinx. Holy shit! Did you see that, dude? He just went
I
to
didn't.
Walmart.
I didn't.
Oh no, the
That's funny.
Maestro. Did his tire pop? His tire popped. It's off. The Maestro's out now too. Oh my god, folks. This race has had it all. Now, all three guys I was going to give driver of the day to are out. I don't even know what happened to Sal. Holy shit, man. What a freaking race. B-Tom getting the win,
Yeah,
going
they
medium to
just.
soft. We got Goatley. Goatley in P2. Justin Schrei, P3. Mac T across the line in P4. Vettel fan and full air in P6. What a drive from full air, folks. I might say he might be my driver of the day. Up 5 spots there. Trippy with a P10. Love to
Mm,
see that from the
it's a
Star
great
Cup
P10
veteran.
for sure.
It's a great P10. Spenny there in P8. Kendricks in P9. Bobby, an eventful one there in P7. Folks, I want to say I'm in here with another one. We're going to do a couple interviews because it's preseason. I need to practice my questioning too. I don't know if you knew, but B
Ooh,
Tom went 22 laps on the mediums, then 11 on the softs. What the fuck?
respect it.
What the fuck? Shout out
Wanted to
Trippy,
let
bro.
you and everybody who watches the stream know that Jeff comes on the radio right before your tires are about to pop, telling you to pit. So if
No.
you get the notification saying that you're at 60%, and then you'll get a hey from Jeff, you'll get a hey, your tires are like at extremely bad, right? And then he'll go silent again. If he
Oh.
pops on the radio a third time and says box this lap box, that means your tire's popping if you don't.
Oh.
Because he called me in, and I'm like, Jeff, I'm not pitting. There's 2 laps left. And as soon as I rounded the final corner, my tire.
Oh my god, dude. That is fucking crazy. I want to know what happened to like what I don't know what happened to Sawa. Like, bro, I feel like a lot of people's tires just popped and that was it. Like, I don't even know what was happening for a bit of that. Bobby gets the driver of the day. My ass.
My
Hold
fault, my
on.
headset died.
No, it's okay. That was fucking interesting. Hold on one second. Let me get. I mean, B Tom, you're a fucking freak, dude. I don't. I'm watching guys' tires pop on like 12 laps, and they're on hards.
I just know he was praying that rain never came. He
Yeah.
would have became human real fast. You know what I'm saying?
So, folks, the race winner, B Tom, came in here. If you didn't notice, he went 22 laps on the mediums and 11 laps on the soft tires. A strategy which no one else even came close to attempting. B Tom,
Hmm.
you want to talk about that? Because I give him the driver of the day to be honest. Because man, I'm fucking impressed. Based off, yeah, I'm impressed. That's crazy. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was just managing the tires first few laps, and then I'm not sure what happened with Mac T in turn four. He just went a bit wide. I don't think he was letting me through, but he might have been. So once I passed him, it was just a matter of just going quick enough to maintain the lead, but not really much quicker than that. Because I wanted to overcut, not massively, Like I wasn't planning on doing medium soft. There's just something that happened because I could see like my gap to Mac T after he pit and it wasn't really going down throughout the entire stint. So I was like, might as well stay up, pit for the softs, go for fastest lap, and then just sort of cruise to the end. So um, yeah, it was more or less a perfect race. It was really just one mistake I had in turn seven, where two AI cars were like right in front of me and blocked my view of the track completely because I'm in cockpit cam. So I had a half spin there, but other than that, it was just a pretty good race.
Well, B Tom, I don't know if you noticed, like at the start, obviously you noticed because there was a safety car. That big collision, man, involving Bobby, Sawa, and Ezzo. I'm still not quite
Yeah,
sure what happened, but I gotta say, man, Sawa was online for a driver of the day. The way he came back. Sawa, just a quick question. How did you retire there? What happened?
you're gonna have to turn up your mic. We can
Yeah, I
barely
can't
hear you.
hear you. Well, not quite sure what happened, but man, yeah, I don't think anyone was gonna touch you with that strategy today, bro. Um, Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't the quickest strategy. I think medium hard is probably a bit quicker, but it was a fun challenge, so
Jesus
I
Christ.
enjoyed it nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, look, man, if that's a preview of things to come, I don't want to be any of the other drivers this game.
I wouldn't expect it to be.
um, Sour, can you hear it all? Or are we good now? I just kind of wanted to know what happened there. And B Tom, did you have any kind of view of what happened behind you at the start, or were you kind of just looking ahead? You didn't notice?
I did see it unfold in the background, but I don't really know like what started it. All I saw were like three cars in the wall, so
Oh, fuck.
yeah, I don't really have any opinion on it.
Fair enough. Unfortunate for Ezzo, man. Obviously a great driver, a good competitor, one of your rivals. So, but then again, it's just a
Yeah,
preseason fun.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it is a shame, but nothing was really lost from it other than some time, really. Going through full quali and then don't even get to do the first lap of the race.
That was
So
so
that's pretty annoying,
unnecessary.
but
You guys are so annoying. You guys
yeah,
did
it
that to troll
happens.
me. No, it's fine. Whatever. It's good for data. Good for
Yeah.
data. Um, Look, I'm gonna end the stream now because I kind of want to see what happened and shit. But oh, I can hear you now, dude. Yeah. Well, how did you retire? Oh, wow. Jesus. A lot of people lost a lot of money, bro. Because when you, Ezzo, and Bobby all crashed together, most people think it's one guy caused it, and they're not thinking, "Oh, it must have been Sal." Good on. Yeah. All right, well, that's manly of you, bro. And I honestly think you were online for a driver of the day type performance, the way you battled back, and you know, yeah, yeah. It's funny you just told me you killed two people, and I'm like, yeah, I had you for driver of the day.